Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to focus just on one palette and keep it really minimal with the eyeshadows. I did come up with this like pinky, burgundy, like smoky kind of eye, and I only use the Sigma Warm Neutrals Volume 2 palette. So these are the shades in the palette. They are so pretty. There's a couple of mattes and then the rest is shimmer, but I'm obsessed with this. Like I was just so drawn to it today, so that's what we played around with. Also, I haven't done my hair today, so if it looks like pretty flat, I'm trying to grow it, so I'm trying not to do anything to it. Anyway, if you guys wanted to stick around and check out this makeup look, then just keep on watching. So we are going to start with the brows today, and I'm using the Benefit Ka-Brow in the shade 3.5 along with the Benefit Eyebrow Brush, which I'm obsessed with, and I really need to get my hands on multiples of these because I love it so much. To clean up the brows and to also set my lid, I'm using the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC on my Sigma E62 Cut Crease brush, which is one of my favorite brushes. I also use this as an eyeshadow base, and then I switch up brushes to my F64 Soft Blend Concealer brush by Sigma to blend that out. Then to set them little puppies in place, we're going to use the Anastasia Brow Gel. This is in the shade Auburn, and as you can see, I'm just brushing my brow hairs into place. Then to set down that paint pot, I'm using my NYX palette, and I'm picking up the shade Soft Light on that same Sigma brush and just setting down that paint pot. Then we're going to dip into the Warm Neutrals Volume 2 palette by Sigma. I'm picking up the shade Passionfruit on my Sigma E35 blending brush and just running that through the crease, and as you can see, I kind of buff it out into a V on the outer crease. Switching up brushes to my Sigma E25 blending brush, I'm going to pick up that beautiful shade Rouge and just really buff that into the crease area, making sure that I blend out any harsh lines. Now, I didn't really know what I was doing with this look as per usual. I don't think I know what I'm doing with any look. I started out doing like one look, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to change it. So then I decided to pack that all over the lid using my Sigma E55 eye shading brush. And then I switch to a flat definer brush by Sigma, the E15, and I'm dipping into that shade Henna, and as you can see, I just kind of create like a little bit of like depth in that outer lash line, so kind of like a little wing, but yeah, if you know what I mean, you can kind of see what I'm doing. But then I just decided to clean that up and make it a little bit more neater and sharper using a baby wipe. Then I'm going to use the Sigma E30 pencil brush. I'm going to dip into that shade Humble and just kind of clean up that brow bone area and highlight it a tiny bit. So moving on to eyeliner, because I did pop on some lashes. I think they are the House of Lashes. I'm not sure of the style, but I will put it in the description down below. So I'm just using this dual-ended eyeliner by Sigma and smudging it into the upper lash line to blend in them lashes. So now moving on to face, I'm using the Illuminator Primer by Estee Lauder and just working that into my skin. Then for foundation, I'm using Gorgeous Cosmetics Base Perfect Liquid Foundation in the shade 6N on my Sigma 3D HD Max Kabuki brush. I love these combos together. Like, this foundation is so beautiful on my skin and my skin tone, and I love this brush by Sigma. It just buffs everything into the skin so nicely. I've really been loving this combo lately, like the brush and the foundation. So now I'm going to move on to contouring, and I'm using my Smashbox Step by Step contour stick in the shade Contour. These actually come in a set of 3, a highlight, a bronze, and a contour. They are like a cream pencil, so you do sharpen them down, and I'm obsessed with them. I love them so much. In this video, I just used the contour shade though and placed that on my cheekbones, my temples, and also my jawline, and I just blended it out using that same foundation brush. Then to conceal and highlight, I'm using the Gorgeous Conceal It concealer in the shade Light Neutral, and I just place that underneath the eyes and also down the center of my face. Not too much of my forehead because I do not want to highlight that area. And I also placed it underneath the jaw the cheekbone as well to highlight that. And the brush that I used to blend that out was the Sigma F79 Concealer Blend Kabuki, which is another one of my favorite brushes. Then I went in with the Tarte Creaseless Concealer in the shade Medium Sand because I was feeling a little bit more extra and just, I don't know, wanted to put on another concealer. But yeah, just place that in the same areas, underneath my eyes and just down the center of my face. I love this concealer. It's like so like hydrating on the skin. I'm obsessed with it. Then to set down all the areas that we placed the concealer, I'm using the same NYX palette and the same shade that we used to set down the eyelids, which was the shade Soft Light. And the brush that I used was the F06 Sigma Powder Sweep Brush. Now we are going to bronze the face using the same palette. I'm dipping into the shade Toffee Caramel on my large powder F30 brush by Sigma and just sweeping that down my jawline and also across my forehead, my temples, the sides of my chin because I've been loving contouring there lately, and also down my neck and the bridge of my nose. Then we're going to take that same palette we used on the eyes and also the same color, Rouge, on the same E55 eye shading brush and just sweep that underneath the lower lash line. Then for the lower waterline, I used the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil by Urban Decay in the shade Alkaline. For the inner corner highlight, I use Guns and Rose Petals by Australis on my E30 pencil brush by Sigma. Then I wanted to set that down a little bit more and I went in with Charmer out of the Sigma eyeshadow palette that we used on the brow bone as well. For blush, I used one by Sigma in the shade Nymphia, which is just the most stunning, like flushed look on the skin. And for highlighter, I used one by e.l.f. in the shade Pink Diamonds on my Sigma F03 brush, which is my favorite brush of all time. I love this brush so much. I'm obsessed with it. And I just put that on all the highest points on my face. Then to finish off the eyes, I used the L'Oreal Paradise Mascara in the shade Black. Now we're going to move on to lips, and I'm going to line using MAC Cosmetics lip liner in Spice. Then I'm going to use the Dose of Color liquid lipstick in the shade Stone. So this is the finished look. I'm actually really happy how the look turned out. Don't forget, I do list all the products that I use in the video down below. So if you guys wanted to check out what I used again, then you can just go down there and have a look. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this look. And if you do create it, I'd love to see your looks. And with all that being said, I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.